Welcome to the 6:50 News with me, Kejang Henry at Timber. Let's flag off with our headlines. Frustration as mobile money users have begun experiencing what is known as the contours of the new finance law that includes charges of up to 2 or 0.2% on transactions, whether for transfer or withdrawals. This goes alongside a fixed fee of 4 francs per transactions. And we have more on the dry season as health crisis affecting Cameroonians. But then, what is the difference between the Harmattan and fog? We are going to have this in our top stories. And of course, there is big news coming from the wilderness as Guinea opposition leader Aliou Ba, president of the Model Party, has received a 2-year prison sentence on July 2, 2025. Top stories.
Canal International. Canal International.
And welcome to join me. I'm Kejang Henry at Timber for the 6:15 News. Let's, of course, begin with our top story, but not without telling you that you have to hook up with our media platforms for more consultation. And so there is frustration across Cameroon as the new finance law, the bill of 2025, that has actually increased the fee for transfer and reception of mobile money across the country. 0.2% of the tax is known to be included in the finance law, which means that 4 francs has been increased per transactions. And so users have expressed frustration across the board. As we get the details from you, Ambo Gladys Diba.
Notify them of new charges on their transactions, whether it is a transfer or withdrawal. The telecommunications companies implementing the charges say the deductions are in line with the 2025 finance law.
I think the government is in need of cash, and they'll use all their means to get this cash.
The news has not gone well with the public. Despite the official explanation, the reaction has been...
It's so difficult, extremely difficult for average Cameroonians.
It pains a lot. It's really terrible. How are we going to do about it?
And wish they could return to older traditional methods of money transfer.
There's never a day you carry out a transaction without either receiving money or sending money, following the mobile money communication network we have now, the 21st century. So just imagine how much citizens are going to pay a day.
If they want to push us to the old-time transaction that we're sending money through people, they should tell us, let us start it. Or to go to mobile money express exchange and express union to be sending money. It will be okay and to be charging us so high.
Economists warn that the impacts of the new charges may extend beyond individual users.
We are just funding it when we are doing the transaction, so people will be complaining about it. So this will surely reduce the purchasing power of many customers using this type of services. Also, I think they can reduce also the volume of transactions in terms of figures, number of transactions, and also the amount of cash which is transferred.
For now, it remains to be seen whether users will adapt to the new charges or shift to alternative methods of money transfer.
Very much, Ambo Gladys Dibang. Ambo Gladys Dibang reporting there. Thanks very much, Ambo Gladys. And residents in Douala are already grappling with what is known as respiratory diseases or respiratory ailments, skin irritation, and other health conditions. And these health conditions are caused by the cloud of dust that has enveloped the atmosphere. Sherfa Saleh takes a look on this particular environmental condition and draws a line between the Harmattan and
the city of Douala is under siege not by storms or floods, but by the invisible assault of the dry season. High temperatures and an atmosphere laden with fine dust particles have combined to create a health crisis affecting thousands. Hospital reports an uptick in cases of respiratory issues such as persistent coughing and eye irritations. Many residents describe feeling overwhelmed by the thick, dry air that permeates the city. Health professionals are urging residents to take proactive measures to mitigate the effects of the dry season. Simple steps such as staying hydrated, wearing protective masks outdoors, and regularly ventilating live spaces can help reduce exposure to harmful particles in the air. Nutrition is another key defense. Doctors have advised city dwellers to bolster their immune systems by consuming a diet rich in fruits and vegetables. But for some, these measures may not be enough. Persistent symptoms or worsening health conditions require immediate medical attention. The challenges of the season underscores the importance of public awareness and individual action in safeguarding health.
And the Public Health Minister, Emmanuel Dimesi, has actually reassured contractors who are working on the Mbamayo-Sagmelima Highway of what will known as a rehabilitation work that was broken far beyond now. And so there is going to be a recycling of the situation. Now, Beatrice Ngamo takes a look on this major road axis that is linking President Paul Biya's village to the nation's capital.
The first section of the Mbamayo-Sagmelima Highway today has become a source of frustration for local residents. The 33 kilometers that was advancing and near half completion, a source of inconveniences, dust and accompanying health consequences, the cry of the population. There is dust. The population breathes for some 3 months. Dust mixed with cement and tar. The rehabilitation project, which has changed hands, has also witnessed breakdown of the recycler, slowing down work. Another has been ordered, and work is likely to resume in 10 days. Public Works Minister Emmanuel Dimesi, January 3rd, was at Golia to reassure the inhabitants and give precisions on deadline. The minister reassured the company that in the days ahead, there will not only be a mission order to reassure the contract and complementary markets will be available for use also. Task at hand include the tarring on the section where the base layer has been recycled, cantonment works on the roads surrounding to make signals visible, cleaning solar panels for public lighting and more, and its inconveniences. This rehabilitation works on the Mbamayo-Sagmelima Highway number 9 is a section of the Yaoundé-Ouesso sub-regional corridor.
25 and far from being a baby boom, and that baby came through in vitro fertilization, as you are reporting. Beatrice Ngamo.
Heralded is coming as the first birth this 2025 at the Yaoundé Gynecological Endoscopic Surgery and Human Reproductive Teaching Hospital, Cliquez. The new life, great joy to parents and hospital officials.
With this baby, we are very happy to see that maybe the year will be good in terms of birth.
This 505 baby delivered through in vitro fertilization after numerous unsuccessful attempts, a New Year gift indeed. That reaching this level has been one with challenges and great tests, but through capacity building and training sessions, they have remained focused. While planted in medically assisted procreation, Cliquez is thinking of how to handle treatment for gynecological cancer.
This is the last.
As a member of the African Federation of Fertility Society, the administrator announced the holding of a first workshop on in vitro fertilization in Cameroon.
This workshop will be held to be ovarian stimulation, because stimulation is a very, very, very big problem.
Cliquez, it should be noted, has a great number of female menopausal situation and working with the vision of the First Lady have for some.
And we swing back to Douala, where 5 years ago, the Douala Autonomous Port actually took over the management of the container terminal. And so it was Jan Strides. Titles in the following report.
The Douala Autonomous Port has successfully tackled the challenge of managing its container terminal. 5 years after taking over its operation, the structure has posted positive results. This decision, made in 2019 amid legal disputes and deteriorating infrastructure, has proven to be a wise decision.
Goods have to go through a point of entry or a point of departure. There are two very important things. The first is the fluidity and the time frame it takes, time lapse it takes to move goods across borders, and the cost of moving goods across borders. And I'm very happy today to realize that that has been taken care of by RTC, because the dwell time has dropped, and of course the cost of moving goods has also dropped. I'm also very excited to hear that we now receive goods from Sudan, from Niger and some other countries. This wasn't the case before.
Despite initial skepticism and the terminal's poor condition, the Douala Autonomous Port managed to reverse the trend through a proactive strategy and substantial investment. Over 5 years, the Container Terminal Management Unit generated revenue of over 277 billion CFA francs, invested nearly 50 billion CFA francs, and contributed more than 88 billion CFA francs to the Douala Autonomous Port. This achievement is the result of a bold political decision and the commitment of the Douala Autonomous Port team. It highlights Cameroon's ability to manage complex infrastructure and contribute to the country's economic development. The positive financial result positions the terminal as a key driver of the national economy, earning the appreciation of partners. The Douala Autonomous Port does not intend to stop here. The company is already planning to expand its terminal by constructing a new quay and developing open storage areas.
Well, thanks very much for that report. Thank Guinea opposition leader Aliou Ba, the president of the Model Party, has received a 2-year jail term from January to 2025 by the Kalum Court of First Instance in Conakry. He faces charges of defamation and insulting General Mamadi Doumbouya, the head of the military junta. Ba was arrested on December 26, 2024 at the Guinea-Sierra Leone border and imprisoned on December 30. The prosecutor has requested the 2-year sentence, while his lawyer Antoine Pipe Lama calls the verdict a serious attack on freedom of expression. The case raises concerns about political rights and free speech in the Republic of Guinea. And of course, that draws the curtain for this edition of the 650 News with me, Kejang Henry Atimbi. Thanking you for being there with you and wishing you a wonderful weekend. Good day.